Hi, Nick Salmon from the Collaborative Learning Network. I'm here to talk about team formation. In the world of education, most of us have spent much of our careers working alone, and we're often asked to work in a team, but we've never really been prepared for that life in a team. And a number of years ago, we created an assessment tool that helps think about what the qualities of a great team would be and how to build out the experience of various people in that team. And this really all began many years ago, reflecting on my own practice, which was that there was a period of time beyond formal college education where there was a bit of on-the-job training, and I call that acquiring knowledge. So it's kind of the first quarter of a circle around the dial. The second piece is a point in your career where you begin to build credibility. It's that point in time where people start to come to you instead of people around you to find the expertise that you bring. It might be around technology or any other number of things. But that's not a really satisfying part of a career to be in as well. And so the third piece is where you actually slow things down enough to develop insight into what it is that you're doing on a daily basis. And then the last piece, completing the circle, is sharing wisdom. And our experience is that when you have a team that has people in all these different phases of their career, that you have a much stronger entity as a result. So a simple exercise that I often ask people to do is when considering those different phases of a career, again, acquiring knowledge, building credibility, developing insight, sharing wisdom, you list all the things that you think are important to be a good team member. So in the world of education, it might be social emotional learning and time management and technology, project-based learning, content mastery, lesson planning, all those different things. You tell me what they are and simply make a grid like the one on the handout and the one on the slide. And then do a self-assessment. Where do I stand? When it comes to social emotional learning, I'm pretty well developed. When it comes to technology or time management, maybe not so much. So identify where you are, then bring your team together and look for the overlaps, but also look for the gaps. You may find that you are all clustered with a certain type of experience within a certain realm and absolutely missing anyone in that kind of sharing wisdom mode in the other realms. So that kind of maps out what your professional development is likely to need. If you know that you're weak on time management, then probably need a little time on that. And if you as a team have a similar gap, then maybe the entire team needs to focus on that. But ideally, you have those partners right in your planning center and live teaching with you all the time, because that person there to share wisdom is available to help develop you in those different realms. So the intent is do this exercise on your own, do it in your team, look for those gaps, and then we'll have a conversation about what you learned from that and see how we might build a professional development plan around all of that.